This is a business one.
Hey, Saints, am I recording? Mm-hmm. Say what? Huh? You looking for me? Look here, man right here. Man right here. You looking for me? Hey, man right here. This is the gift that keeps on giving. This fire monster is YouTube gold, at least for the moment, until we decide to throw her away. But for the moment, let's entertain her a little more. We're claiming fair use in this video. How y'all doing? Ain't nobody here. I'm going to keep on talking until you get here. We're claiming fair use in this thing. This woman, you can never get enough. Can't get enough. I tried of this funky stuff. I said, whoa, 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 yeah. Hey, can't get enough. I tried of her funky stuff. Hey, Valerie, you here by yourself? They probably tired of us talking about Miss Fire Monster. But she came on today and gave lecture. Hi, Primo Wanda. So y'all always think I'm full of shit and I'm just clout chasing all this stuff. So, you know, I have to use the clips. Okay, so let's see what the Fire Monster had to say today.
One class, it has several parts, but that I post. So
teach, teacher.
I just want to do a little educating. This is a business 101 class. It has several parts, but today we are going to discuss stock photos. Now, class, if someone in the chat has any idea, okay, warm olive oil and a cotton ball. Okay, because I bought some sweet oil and put it in there. And thank you, Liz. Thank you, Babe Nation.
Okay, so Fire Monster is about to give us a class now on stock photos. She's trying to spin this narrative because people have been talking about her presenting these models as if they're her models, these hair models, right? So she taught the class. She did about a 10-minute, 15-minute class. And now I want to do a class on what my idea about stock photos is. Now, I can't be certain that this woman was referring to me because there have been so many videos made in the last few days concerning this Fire Monster. Everyone wants a slice of that ass because she's been so mean and cruel and evil throughout her career on YouTube, right? But I think that she was also referring to me because I've come on her about using these models and pretending that they're hers. So I'm going to talk about the difference between a stock photo, the proper use of a stock photo, and the way she used hers, or why she got so much criticism, right? Okay, we got to talk out of our own experience. Okay, so this is my first book that I ever wrote, right? You see it? It's called The Math Monster. As you can see, there is a gentleman in the ground, and he's reaching up. And the subtitle is The Story of a Resurrected Life. The story of a resurrected life. So that would be a resurrected life if the man has been dead and buried and in the ground. Here's the cross here hidden behind so it's his grave marker. He's in the grave. Now, Fire Monster, do you really believe that I think that somebody crawled down in that ground and we took his picture, or that's supposed to be my hand? The original picture was so this is a stock photo, right? But the original picture was of a white person, the picture, right? So what I did was I said, well, I am black. And this is a story about a black man struggle. It's got nothing to do with a white person, right? So could you darken the hand? So through their Photoshop, they darkened the hand a little bit. But there was never, I don't think anyone thinks that I actually crawled down into the dirt and put my hand up in order to take the photo. We know it's a stock photo, right? It is the proper use of a stock photo. Something to do with the subject that's in the book. You want to reflect, right? You're implying that the people you're talking about know nothing about what a stock photo is. So we're so stupid. I won't use the R word, but we're so stupid that we can't grasp what a stock photo is. Okay, so maybe a year and a half later, I wrote this book. You see this? Love and Gospel Music. You see the picture? I don't have a problem with light tonight. I don't know. You see the picture? Well, the picture was a stock photo. They sent me to the people who published this one sent me to their site that they use for stock photos, right? Usually to get a stock photo, if you have a business, you will pay a fee, let's say $100, whatever. And you have access now. They'll give you access to 100,000 photographs that they own the rights to, and it can allow you to use them, right? So they'll send you there, but you got to build a book from there, right? So this right here, since it was called Love and Gospel Music, I just found a picture. This picture here, it was all this was white, and they just added all the lettering in it. You see that? Now that is also a stock photo, but those are not actually human beings. We'll get to that in a minute. You say, I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but you say people don't know what a stock photo is. I got to educate them. They so stupid. Oh, they so stupid. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay. This is a book with no stock, no picture on it, right? This is a cover I did. I did the cover and I just used whatever their stock thing there what Amazon was, right? It had no picture on it, no image on it, right? A little image on the back, there's a mount back there, but basically nothing. So this book is the same book. Here's when you put the stock photo in there, right? Because the photograph was, this was a storm that actually happened in San Francisco. And that's the San Francisco bridge, right? And as I was writing that book, I said, that fits my story because it's like lightning coming down to earth, because these characters are supernatural characters coming down to earth, right? I said, well, that sounds about right. Because that's the spot that I began my book in, right under that bridge, right? That's also another use of a stock photo. Okay. I'm going to do, let's listen to a little bit more to her so we have clarity. This is a short video, so don't worry about it.
Class about stock photos. They're very common in business. Buttercup, we got to entertain the people's child because they are nuts, okay? And we got them so pressed. Girl, anyway, let's talk stock photos. Chat, is there anyone in the chat? There are over 300 people in here. Yes, this is going to be Business School for Dummies. I'm going to do a whole segment. Today's first lesson is stock photos.
Okay. So we want to establish, okay. Let me get back here. So those are my first read book. Okay. She said, I don't know what a stock photo is, right? A friend of mine from a group that I used to attend, I saw him on Facebook. I hadn't seen him in a while, right? And he had went on a vacation to Rome. So he was posting pictures of his adventure in Rome, right? Things he took a picture of. And I said, well, damn, that picture is so beautiful. And I contacted that man on Facebook and I said, do I have permission to use that picture? I would love to use that picture on the book that I'm writing right now, right? So he sent me the picture. A picture of an actual guy on his vacation, right? Now, this is not a stock photo because it's not sold on a site. No, people are not selling you the image. This is an actual picture someone took. And we worked with that picture to get all the pixels right and so forth. And that became the cover to this book. You see that? Now, Fine Monster, see me, Timothy Blaine there? Isn't that a beautiful picture? It's one of those monuments in Italy, in Rome. And I just like that picture so much, right? I said, I want that picture for the cover of my book, right? And so I took it, and then I of course, I put all the wording and so forth on it, but it was an actual picture. It had to be changed and altered so that I could use it. I'm just telling you about my experience with these stock photos, Professor. This one, I went to a site, and they own over 1 million pictures, right? So I had to go through page after page after page after page of this picture because I wanted to write a story about a record company that was haunted. So I finally found a picture. Now this picture, there was nothing here except for this record right here. The record right here, and it was empty, right? So I was able to create a photo, but I was just using just that image. That was a stock photo, right? So I had a lot of experience with stock photos. Same thing on the back. And then we created a book cover from these kind of stock photos. You notice these are not people in these books, right? So here's what I'm going to say to the fire monster, the horrible creature from Chicago. It is different to use a stock photo for an author. She used the example of people writing books and things. It is different when you are presenting a product. Let's say, for example, I was standing here in my nothing but my drawers, and I was advertising Calvin Klein underwear. Now, would it make sense for me to be in my drawers advertising Calvin Klein underwear if I'm wearing Perry Ellis underwear? Wouldn't that be stealing? I'm advertising Calvin Klein underwear. That is what all the caption is. But the underwear is actually Perry Ellis underwear. You see, Fine Monster, you see the difference? This is the problem you have with people. You have been talking about your models, your eyelash models, all your different kind of models. And then you come up and you just present a picture of this beautiful black girl, 2 of them. And now you want to claim, oh, that's just stock models. Everybody can use them. Okay. No, you presented it as this because you're selling a product. I'm selling a hair product. I'm selling hair. You present models that are wearing hair. Is it too much for us to assume then that the hair you are showing us is what you're selling because it is your site, right? I mean, am I right or am I wrong? If I am selling this shirt or whatever, I mean, any inanimate object, if I'm sitting in this chair and this chair is made by Macy's, but I work at JCPenney and I'm selling this chair as a JCPenney chair, but I'm sitting here in this Macy's chair. Now, is that deceptive advertising or not? Because the chair has got nothing to do with my product, but I'm selling that product. Do you understand? You can't be saying that you are selling this hair product. It would be different if you were selling like a salon or something. I think those are probably the people who would use those kind of images, salons, things like that. You have the little logo kind of thing. That kind of stuff is fine. But if you're telling us that you're selling hair and you saw these models with this beautiful hair on, right? And you present it on your page, and this is what you're selling. This same thing that they're wearing is what you're selling. Shouldn't that be your product? Fire Monster? I mean, what was this thing that we experienced with the maturish woman a couple of days ago? Now, was that an actual product that you're selling, Fire Monster? Could I look at that wig and say, I don't want a different wig. I want that wig. Could you reproduce that? You see the difference? You can't be advertising something, bait and switch. You can't be advertising something and then give people something else. Now, you said I talked about this earlier, so this will be part 2 of that. You said you were selling bundles. That's all we ever heard of was bundles, right? But when she's unwrapping all of this wig, it is a fully formed wig. So what are you saying now? Are you saying that this is the product you will have after you pay someone to build you a wig? Right? Is that wig that you sold maturish? Is that something that is in your arsenal right now? Can they buy that same wig? Or did you just take a wig and present it as your own? Because just a day earlier, she was saying how horrible the wig was. So we're all sitting back in our seats trying to figure out, well, what the fuck? How in the hell is she reviewing? She reviewed the wig last night. She told us how terrible and horrible it was. And then today we see her unboxing the wig. Now, help me, people. How the hell are you unboxing it? You already wore it. It broke your head out. Remember? You had scabs on your head or some shit. You had to put salve on your head. And yet we see you opening it the next day. So all we want to be assured of, Fire Monster, is that the wig that she took out of that box, we don't want to hear no stock photos bullshit, right? We want to know that the wig she says she accepted from Babe Nation, is this the same hair I'm going to get when I give you my money, or God forbid, my credit card information? You see, the deceptive products, that's what we're concerned about, the Fire Monster. It wouldn't have been a problem with your website. Of course, there was no website. So basically, you're saying that you just took a stock photo and put your name on it, and that was supposed to be the progress. Is there any more progress since then? You are the gift that keeps on giving, honey. It is very difficult not to come on here and respond to you each day because you're dominating the airways. What you don't realize is dominate them well, honey, because there'll come a point when we'll have to put your ass back in your cage. Right? So don't be complaining about oh, they hate me, oh, they all hating on me. No, you're creating a buzz, is what you're doing, honey. But what we're saying is don't think we're so gullible that we have to be taught like children the proper use for a stock photo. Damn near every product you have is some kind of stock photo. I picked this can up, there's a star on there. You think do we go into heaven and photograph a star? No, it's just a stock photo, honey. Everything's got a stock photo on it. Anything with the image has got a stock photo on it, unless they are promoting a specific product, right? I can't be here advertising a certain Perry Ellis shirt and being wearing somebody else's shirt, so people will assume then that this is the shirt that I'm advertising because I'm wearing it. Do you understand that? Teacher, professor, smart person. So we just want to call out that what you just did. This last video is bullshit. You ain't smarter than you're no smarter than Squeenie Dog. Let's see if we can get another little taste. She says, I can't. Yes. Come on, girl.
Does anyone have an inclination of what stock photos are?
Why didn't you come immediately with this stock photo proposal of yours to explain to us? Why did you take several days to come up with this, right? Because you discovered a way to spin it, honey. Either you discovered a way to spin it, or one of your people who you interact with, have told you, girl, they use stock photos all the time. Use that angle, Fire Monster. Always the spin, just like Trump. Everything's a goddamn spin. The truth means nothing. So now you were telling us all last 2 months about all these beautiful models. So what are your models going to do? If you are using stock photos in your advertisement on your website, then what is the purpose of these models that you have? When you talk about the hair, it's not on people's heads, right? So are you having them do video clips advertising this hair? Where are they going to appear? Are they going to appear on a magazine cover or on your website some kind of way? Tell us more, smart lady, since we're all so stupid and we don't know what a stock photo is. Hey, people. How y'all doing today? Hi, Mood Point. And Lori Alex. I think we understand what a stock photo is, honey. It's on almost damn near every product. We know if you see a little white lady with a broom because she's advertising Swiffer Duster, we don't expect the cartoon lady to actually be the person who does it. So proper use of it. But don't present your product as this is what I'm selling. That's where the problem comes in, Monster. Right? So are you going back to bundles now? Because when you came on, you said you were selling bundles. That was your stick, bundles. So people had to make their own wigs, right? So now, are you going into the wig business now? Because I noticed you changed the name. Now, was that because someone else got the website? You had to slightly change the name? I don't understand what's going on here. And also, I made the point in part one, the earlier part of what I was saying today is, why are you saying that you are a hair and wig company? You have to make that clearer because it sounds very redundant. Isn't it all wigs? I mean, the whole thing, they're wigs, even the bundles. They're all wigs, right? Unless you're defining hair as being something different than a wig, even if it's in a wig. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, Fine Monster. So we're becoming frustrated waiting for this website. I just went on today and there is no website. There are, but like I warned you, there are tons of videos out there already condemning your product, even though it hasn't even been presented yet. You see, all that yakety yak, all that evil talk and all the talking about people and stuff is come back to haunt you. Because when people put your website into their search engine, they're going to get all of these YouTube videos made about you. So when you think you're winning, you're actually losing, because why would you want all this negativity attached to your product or what you're trying to present? And I'm just telling you the truth. I didn't do anything. I don't never do anything like that. I would never. You're never going to have to worry about me doxing you. You're never going to have to worry about me putting disparaging remarks online about your stuff, unless they just take. I guess they could take all this off of YouTube, whatever. But I'm saying you have an incredible amount of negative energy going around your thing already. So maybe you need to get on top of that. Whether it can be solved with the name change, I don't know. But I think you should get on top of that. That's the last thing you want. People get online and now they're looking at video after video after video after criticize them after criticize them after criticize them before they even get to you. Right? Now, I'm not a hater. I don't really want to hate nobody out there in the secular world. But I think that tying these two things together, it may not be such a good business plan. It may not be, honey. Okay, people. Daddy done run his mouth and run. Oh, Daddy. Ooh, somebody called me Daddy today. Uncle Tim done run his mouth and run his mouth and run his mouth. But she spoke with such passion. Oh, yes, y'all all so stupid. She had to teach us all. Why did you know it was a stock photo 3 days ago, Prime Monster? When did you come up with this idea? Oh, I can use the stock photo image. Baby, if I am standing here in Calvin Klein jeans and I am advertising Calvin Klein jeans, those better be Calvin Klein jeans on my ass. I can't sit up here on no Jordan jeans. What you could call them, designer jeans, Jordans or something like that. I can't be sitting up here in their product and advertising my product like that product is mine. That's the point, Fine Monster. So perhaps you need now. If you had a hair care product, see, that wouldn't be the same as these ladies with all these beautiful wigs on and stuff. I mean, the women are gorgeous, both of them. And perhaps there is a stock photo, but they're not selling the product. They're not selling the same thing that these girls are wearing. It makes it look like you're saying that this is the product I'm getting. So there's a potential of a scandal here if Maturish was not really opening a box for the. Why would she do that? She says she never ever makes live videos. She said they're all uploads, but for some reason, someone has insisted that they open them online. Right? Here we go with the trickeration. Why would you, the known Fine Monster, insist upon this woman coming live for the first time to review a wig? And how could either of you be so confident that this thing should be opening up live? Because apparently the day before it was opened up horrible, or 2 days before. So perhaps Maturish was doing you a favor and telling you, no, you can't present it like this. And that's the only way she could figure she could just spill it. Don't do it like this. We don't know why that woman came back on the next day. 2 days later, it was a weekend. Came back and opened this box up online when she claimed she had already opened the box and worn the hair. This time when she opened the box, you see, she did not put it on her head. The trash one you initially sent, that went on her head, and she says, according to her, she had to put salve all over her head. So we don't know if you are actually correcting things. Your ego is such that I doubt that you're actually correcting things as you learn things, because we know that if you are starting something new, you need to iron out the kinks, shall we say. So if this woman is giving you good advice about your packaging, about your product, take it and fix it. Don't let this opportunity pass you, and 6 months later, we're having the same conversation. Okay? Hey, Lincoln Jude. Lincoln Jude. Hey, Jude. Don't take it back. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember. You remember that? Better, 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 better. Hey, Jude. Beatles. Good evening, Saints. Hey, people. I know y'all don't worry about that girl, but it'll pass, honey. Believe me. Next couple of weeks, they won't even be thinking about no damn fire monster. We'll be on to something else, but we might as well enjoy it while she's presenting it to us. Right? This is what she wants. La da. Oh, it's coming back to me now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, Jude, 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 la la la. Was that in Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club? I used to like that movie. I was a youngster. Get that light right. That gorgeous face. Show us the receipts. I just want to know that the girl is promoting. Don't do this bait and switch thing where you order one thing and you get something else. That's all I'm saying, honey. I don't know about ways that look like the one that she did. It's unveiled, this live thing that was from a professional company. It didn't seem like the same kind of situation she described from only a day earlier. Right. Now, some people say that the wig didn't look like all that even now. The packaging wasn't right, whatever. I don't know anything about that. It seemed to be pretty professional. And for some reason, they felt like they can go live opening this thing that they claim they had opened 2 days earlier. I'm just hoping the woman didn't go out and buy a wig and send it to her, model this is our hair. Because it's just hair, right? I mean, if you're buying hair from Indonesians, isn't it just going to be, depending on what grade the woman's hair is that you're buying it from? I mean, it's almost like Trump steaks. I mean, isn't that just chopping up an animal and serving him? He had Trump water. Trump water? Where'd you get the water? So he came up with the idea, oh, I'm buying all this water from my Trump hotels. I'll just sell it on the market as Trump water. What's going on with that election over there in Georgia? Georgia people, come on through now. It's 6 o'clock here. So that means the polls are already closed in Atlanta. I mean, I guess it's a long shot that they will win both seats, but we need them to win both seats so that Biden actually has some power. I don't have the energy to be going through all this political stuff where they take over the news for a whole year and they're just going back and forth and nothing is actually getting done. I mean, we had to watch the Trump show for 5 years, really, because all the time he ran the Trump show. We had to watch that show for 5 years. Nothing ever really accomplished, investigation after investigation after investigation. If they have the Senate and the House, they can actually make things happen. And we need something to happen, honey. You can't just give people $600 and say, wait until tonight. Here she go. No, she was gone away. She ain't going nowhere, girl. That fire monster ain't going nowhere, honey. This is the most fame she ever had, honey. And even though she might get an attitude about some of the things said about her, she loves the attention, honey. She loves it. She don't realize that they're gonna snatch it away at any second. She ain't going nowhere. She said she was gone. She came back the next day. She wasn't gone no more. This is the actions of a drug. It ain't nothing but that boy. It's that boy. Oh, oh, oh. She's out there living a life on by. She's living by. How you gonna have one whole story completed on one day, on say on Tuesday, and then Wednesday you've already retired. Now you come out of retirement the next day, and you're announcing that you're not gonna leave anywhere. What the fuck? How did they have a totally different story from day to day? It's baby. It ain't nothing but that boy. That's what it is. She be high as a kite, talking shit, talking loud, ain't saying nothing, Next day, she come up with a whole different story. There's no consistency in her plan. She said she was selling bundles. So why are all these wigs flying out the boxes? Are you going to sell these people these wigs? Do you have a line of wigs now? What the fuck? What happened to the bundles? Has it been expanded now before it even got launched? And what is the hold up with the website? I mean, how much is there on the website? It's a picture on there, a couple of, directions for you to go places. But shouldn't you be further along with that now, Fire Monster? You told us you're going to have it 3 weeks ago. And you stacking up all this negative energy like you are at this advertising. No, honey. Not all publicity is good publicity when you are selling a product. Rita showed it too, Unc. What did Rita show? What did Rita show here? Come on, Negra. You hear me, Negra? I didn't see what she showed. Mm-hmm. She left, didn't she? Apparently, some of y'all fell for that bullshit. Yeah, that girl. Where's she gonna go? Where's Farmers go? Where she? Ain't nobody else she can go on this planet where she have these fools sending her $20, $50, $100 each one of them every night. Oh, we'll pay the bills, Fi babe. Don't worry about anything. Oh, we'll pay the refunds, Fi babe. Oh, we'll pay that. Oh, we'll buy your kids' clothes. Or did you get the package, Fi babe? Where else she gonna get that at? Nowhere but YouTube, honey. So don't believe she's going nowhere. She may think when she's on that high, she may think that she's so powerful now, she has to leave all this bullshit alone. And now she's a reality star. She may think that when she's way up on that high, but that high, what goes up must go down. Spinning wheels, spinning around. What goes up must come down. Fire Monster. So when she comes down the next day, and she get over her headache and her hangover, and she gets back online again. Depending how good the dope is, she come up with a whole different scenario. They ain't got nothing to do with yesterday's scenario. How's she gonna run a business like that? All I can say is I was amazed to see that she actually did have some wigs on this last couple of days. But I thought she was selling bundles. So that plan got changed now, right? What goes up must come down. Mm-hmm. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together, loving you forever is what I need. You make me feel so. What do they got to do with the story, Timothy? Okay, I try to stay on the story. Why people got to be hurt? Their dummies. She said we all stupid. I said, Fire Monster, how rude. Aren't these the ones that gave you all the new presents and things? They stupid too? What's so funny?
Because I cannot allow these people to constantly run around like headless chickens on this YouTube channel. How can we get one?
You're the one headless. You got your head cut off on this picture.
Yes. I put the information on it's on the community tab. And you can only get in if I let you in.
Okay, skip ahead.
In every industry, and when I say industry, I mean automobile industry.
Oh, girl, you ain't no automobile industry, honey. If you're gonna be advertising hair, don't send us models with people with got all this hair on. If not your hair, that's the thing. If you're gonna sell chemicals and products and things like that, then that would be appropriate to use that. But not if you're selling hair, right? If you're selling, I don't want to get into it. If you're selling eyeglasses, this is your whole spiel. Don't come on here with some other person's face on here, and the eyeglasses are not yours. That's the thing. Was the hair yours? We don't give a goddamn about what the models look like, their faces. I mean, who cares? We're talking about the product. The product will be the hair, and that is not your hair. And we don't know if this thing would mature, if that hair in that box was something that you're actually selling. Because if you're selling bundles, so what? You're getting them prepared for just for the models? Then say that. And it's time we start seeing some of these models and things. We want to see the actual product. Okay? So don't go getting pictures that people usually use for their salons and things. Because they're advertising the styling of the hair, or they're advertising that they in that business. You can't do the same thing, Fine Monster. Nope. If you're going to be advertising a product, you can't have that same product on somebody's head and it's not yours. Right? So we have to assume that when you come on here with these wigs, you'll probably buy a couple of them. They give you enough money. Can we assume that these whatever wigs you're wearing are going to be the actual products that you're selling? Or are you just getting other people's products, put it on your head, and selling these people something else? So the complaints, are the reviews, or the compliments will come soon after this thing launches. So now, have you had sales now, Fine Monster? Can we get it from the horse's mouth well, Club Chat's gonna lie anyway, so I guess it don't matter. They're gonna lie for you. Oh, it's the greatest hair I ever had on my head. That's right, real me. You're on top of it. Had she known what stock photos was at first place, she would have explained it weeks ago. Exactly. She would have been said. Somebody just told her about that later. Oh, everybody use stock photos. Fi babe, I use stock photos in my business, and she comes on like, they're so stupid. Everybody use stock photos. Bitch, did you know that 6 days ago? Then why did you tell us that 6 days ago? She's amusing. Enjoy your fame, honey. It ain't but 15 minutes, Fine Monster.
Retail industry, healthcare industry, transportation industry. And of course, under those industries, there are companies, some private, some public. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Circonius.
Now, all of these organizations.
Girl, shut up, honey. She done went up there, girl, and she got all this new information. Shut your ass up. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh, everybody knows that. Oh, y'all are so retarded. Oh, yes. I hate to use the word retarded, but you're so stupid. I think she used stupid about 30 times in there. It's only a 15-minute video. So who's stupid? The only ones who you have a minute chance that will buy that stuff are people from Club Chat. So who's stupid? You're singing to the choir, Miss Fine Monster. Preaching to the choir, as they say. I done got off water. Look at this shit. Rockstar. I think it's another ripoff. I don't have no wings. Red Bull's the one said to give you wings. I think it give you wings for a while, but I think it's mostly sugar. Because Red Bull, the sugar-free, they don't give you shit. So I think you're just on the sugar high, just like drinking a soda. TL Candy 3. The only business class she can teach is how to blow $50K and have nothing to show for it. She got a wig. $50K and got a goddamn thing to show for it. What happened to it? About 5 days. Don't mention that Bayang. Baby, that Bayang is costly, honey. That's some expensive shit. And then there's so many ripoffs in the Bayang. So if she says she's a businesswoman, she's probably been ripped off in that area as well. People bring over, you think you got you some good Bayang, and you got a bag full of peanuts. It happens, baby. But her people over there, they said she gonna give refunds, but she don't got to pay them. The people in the chat, they're gonna pay the refunds to each other. Lord knows they'll be keeping an eye on who asking for the refunds though. Will they become the next victims? False advertisement. You're right. She had no idea. Honey, she just stole them pictures, threw them up there. Somebody's been talking to the fire monster. Believe me. Hold on, let me get a little air. Mm-hmm. Y'all like my book covers though? This is my favorite right here. I really like that book cover. They said, what they got to do with a muse? Well, the angel can proceed as a muse. That's an intense story. Check out my books on Amazon. I think you guys will enjoy them. I'm still in the beginning of chapter 3. Now, after I killed this dude, now I got to figure out where to go next. I believe it's time to introduce the detective. Because if you're going to have a murder mystery, you must have detective. So the detective might end up being the primary character. We'll see. We have to let it develop slowly. Copyright infringement. She thinks she's so popular, but the fire monster got just as many people, distractors, as she has followers. In fact, she has many more people who do not like her. And so she feeds them to keep the drama going, right? But I don't call that popularity. If you got more people hate you than like you, you ain't nothing but a Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Hi, Nicole Reloaded. Felicia. Leandrius Vines. Hi, y'all. That's cute. Marsha Cleveland says, you're right. Don't show me a picture of a dog and then send me a pig. Exactly. You got all these beautiful models, all this flowing hair and stuff. Then you're gonna send me some shit like Maturish described 2 days ago, when she didn't think all eyes were on her. I guess they think there is some kind of secret thing over there in the with the Zoom thing. Ain't no secrets on here, child. The only reason we ain't talking about everything that goes on Patreon because most of us don't give a shit. So maybe she thought she was talking in communicado, or she was on the down low in this Zoom thing. That Bradley seems to think he has to have all this other extra. Why can't you just come on YouTube and talk like everybody else? Why is it so hard to maintain a YouTube channel, honey? They got to go on Zoom. Oh, it's a secret meeting on Zoom. She's meeting with the girls tonight on Zoom. Oh, we're going to say things that never been heard before. Girl, like I told you, honey, as many like you, 2 times that many hate your ass. You think ain't nobody going to bleed over there just to get information? You ain't going to have no double agents over there. They pretend to like you. And you watch y'all watch the Bodyguard, Whitney Houston, and her sister right up under her the whole time, right? And somebody's stalking you, Whitney Houston. Kevin Costner's her bodyguard. They fall in love and all that. But the point is, the sister is envious of her sister. She's been with her the whole time, right? Right by her side. And she has been the one planning to kill her. Judas. Hairstylists use stock photos for hairstyles ideas, not for the damn hair, not for the fucking models. We talking about you. So if you style the hair, I mean, they put them on dummies too, right? On the little styrofoam heads. Ain't nobody looking at the styrofoam head. That would be the model. We're looking at the hair. That's what you're selling. Don't be telling me you're a hairstylist and you make hair like that, and you got this model on here, a stock photo with all this curly hair. We say, oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That's gorgeous. I want that. And then you go to the shop and she can't do that. I can't do that. What you talking about? Let me give you a simple curl, girl, or press and perm, or press perm. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Well, stock photos are used all the time, but you have to use them properly. Not when you're selling the product. Ladies, if you're buying a dress and it's supposed to be Christian Dior, and the model is sitting there promoting a Christian Dior dress, this is my dress. This is on my site. This is my dress. And then you find out it's not Christian Dior. It's Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny designed the dress that you get. But she's using somebody else's Christian Dior as the model, as the dress. No, if you're going to advertise that dress, you need to be selling that dress. If you're going to be advertising these wigs, you need to be selling those wigs, honey. Tell me, were you out of stock? Girl. Tell it. I got your moot point. The good thing for her, since she's just starting this business, is she needs to be learning from this stuff. Even though all this is entertainment on here on YouTube, right? So we go back and forth, no matter if the shit is good or bad, we still gonna go back and forth with it, right? But you can learn as you go, right? You can say, oh, I didn't know that. And then study that and figure out, okay, I need to not be using these kind of models or whatever. I need to not be using stock photos and then talking about my real models. But no one ever sees the real models. All we see is stock photos of these beautiful, polished women with product on their head that is not my product. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And correct yourself. It's okay. It's better to correct yourself now with these comments you're getting on here, or at least take a look at it, and learn from it. Get better. People, when your website come out, people say it's a piece of shit. Okay, why is it a piece of shit? You might not like it, but listen to it. Oh, they're saying that. Oh, that is right. Oh, yeah. That does look kind of tacky. Oh, yeah. And go to other people's sites and figure it out, honey. Get better. Don't be sitting there always arguing and keeping, sticking to your side of the story, whatever. Spin every damn thing. Now you spinning all this shit about these stock photos. Girl, you sound like a fool. Switch and bait and switch. That's right, honey. Talk is cheap. That's right, baby. Car wash. Mm-hmm. She's ignorant. You're right about that. Oh, your coworkers told you about my channel? Well, that's nice. Thank you, Antoinette. I'm so glad I caught you alive. My coworkers told me about your channel. Isn't that something? We think we're just babbling, running our mouth, and people actually watch this stuff, man. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome here. Well, she's been getting, everybody's been, we all talk about the same shit, honey. You get on here and you talk about whatever people are talking about. So she's really getting her 5 minutes of fame right now, right? So her head is even swelling, even though we think we're saying things that would be discouraging to our normal person. Her head just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And for some reason, them super chats keep coming. Like, you know how to do the $1 bills when they do the stacks. They keep on tipping her and promoting her. I guess they don't give a damn about their money. So I'm through with it. Fuck it. If it don't hurt them, it don't hurt me. Like fake bags. What are the fake bags? You better be having the right thing in them bags. Oh, you mean the fake purses and stuff? Right. They're going to show you a real purse. They're going to show you a real Coach bag online. See, this online thing can be very dangerous. They're going to show you a real Coach bag online, but they're only selling knockoffs. So the one that they have online, the one they're showing you on here or on their site, that's real. You can see the details. You can even zoom in on the details. Oh, yeah, that's a real bag. That's a real bag. It ain't what you're going to get. It is not what you're going to get, honey. Bait and switch. Somebody talked to her, child. She wasn't talking about no damn stock photos last week when everybody was on her ass. But the thing is, the arrogance, though, to come on like, oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh, everybody knows that, honey. Airlines.
Industries, companies, all of these companies have access to what are called stock photos. Okay.
You're brilliant.
Stock photos. Every company uses them from
really?
Walmart, believe it or not. From
believe it or not, from Walmart. Trying to be condescending. How the hell you gonna be condescending, girl? You stupid as hell yourself. You learning this shit as you go, girl. It may be a little less talk about it. Might work better for you. Learn. Sure, you look good in wigs. Honey, if I was a woman, you better believe I have something flowing and glowing on. So I ain't got no judgment. My hair never grew. My sister, she has short hair, but she became a hairstylist. She owns her own salon and everything. So she says that a lot of people are doing natural hair now. I mean, it's both. It's just the quality of what you do, you know. I would definitely have me some long locks, though, so I ain't got no judgment. Vendors, models. Okay. Bonnie, Babby wife? Bondi, Babby wife. Bahabi wife. Oh, Lord, girl. What about Susan? She's burnt too many bridges with her CC that could have helped her. Right. D-Spot. There are many people on here, content creators right now, honey. No matter what they do, they would not be getting all this negative energy about what they do. Because she's been so free-handed with her criticism that people actually enjoy criticizing her and giving her a hard time about what she's trying to do. And all of this stuff about how stupid people are and how they're all beneath her and she's the babe and she's the queen. I really don't believe any of that helps. Because there are many content creators that people would get excited behind what they were doing. Right? They wouldn't necessarily go hating on them like that. She don't see making enemies. That's her bread and butter, though. That's what brings in the coin, honey. Whether she wants to admit it or not, that's what brings in the coin. I don't predict any great things with this wig company. I mean, how many could she possibly have? Some of these Asian people, they done spent their family been in that damn business for 75 years. And they got stock. You walk through those aisles. When I saw those girls, who was it? Let me see. Demi walked through one and Creasy walked through one. And I saw those aisles and aisles and aisles and aisles and aisles of hair. I said, how in the hell is she going to compete with that, honey? She doesn't have a new product. I forget what the word they use on Shark Tank, but something that is specifically her. She's not making wigs. All she's doing is buying it and selling it, right? So there's no design element to her wig. She doesn't do anything to it to make it different. There's nothing different about it. It's just it's hair. If you came out with some new treatment of a thing, a new cut of a wig that was unique to you, then maybe you could build a business on that. But she's just selling the same items that they're selling in the beauty supply store. right? So how's she gonna compete with them? Except for people in club chat. Apparently, we need psychiatry over there as well. We need psychiatry in club chat, and we need psychiatry in Babe Nation. Those people, they need to be talking to somebody. Maybe you can do that on Zoom. Can you do psychiatry on Zoom? You want to give Fi a real honest review on a wig? Well, she don't want that. She does not want that, Nicole Reloaded. Because she didn't have the confidence that it would be good. She tried that with brain freeze. Maturish just came out the box and told how she really felt about the wig, right? Oh, that was not acceptable. The next day we got a whole new story, a whole new wig, a whole new box, whole new packaging, everything. And then we pretended that we were opening it up live online. So the last thing she wants is an honest review. She doesn't want. I like honest reviews. Just tell me the truth. You know. She don't want to hear that shit. She's gonna call you an enemy. I hate her. And she'll never forgive you. Never, ever. But yeah, give her an honest review if you want to. We can only review, I mean, obviously these guys, we don't know about no damn wigs. We just talking about her presentation and kind of arousing her and hating her on her a little bit. But we don't really know anything about the actual product. That's why they have reviewers. So don't mess your own stuff up, Maturish, trying to appease the Fire Monster. Because the last thing she wanted, just like Donald Trump, you think Donald Trump wants an honest count for real? He don't want no damn. He's not interested in no honest count, honey. He done went through 35 different court procedures. They all say this is honest count. This is honest count. This is honest count. He doesn't want an honest count. He wants a count that reflects what he wants to hear, which is that he won. It's the same situation. Narcissists are narcissists. Hmm. 3 packaged turbans from Dollar Tree make more sense. Oh, okay. Yep, they just want to follow Fire Monster. It goes all the way back to biblical times, you know. Give us a king, but you're free. Don't you want to be free for freedom's sake? No, give us a king. They preferred their bondage. I'm allergic to latex. Yes, Lord, honey. There's a good chance that wig that girl pulled out of that box, though, Maturish, wasn't even hers. Because technically, the Fire Monster, she can go into the wig store and buy anything she wants. And it becomes her product when she walks out the door with it, right? So she can say, yeah, this is my wig. Why? Because I bought it. What I'm saying is there's no design specific to Fire Monster. It's only buying and selling. So they can't say that, okay, it's false advertising because that's not your wig. Well, that is my wig because I bought it. So I can put any name on it I want to. Right? If I were doing all that, I would take whatever corner I had in my house. She don't have no space to do nothing separately. I would give me a green screen. I would put it set it in a salon or some kind of thing that is sexy for hair. And I would sit there and I would do my product. And I would have the hair available around me, right? So that you look like a professional company. You specifically. People want to come back there and they want to talk about this hair stuff. Now, Miss Matures, maybe you need to use her because she can talk about hair and the linings from it and the lace front and all that kind of stuff. She did seem to be knowledgeable because she's done this so much. So maybe you need somebody to get repping her, Fire Monster, because let's face it, baby. You don't know a goddamn thing about no wigs. You don't know nothing about no hair, honey. You had to hire Demi did it. Tracy D, Demi did it. You had to hire them to style you because you don't know a damn thing about it. All you know is somebody was making money from it. And you want your slice of the pie. But I think you need a lot more product. I don't know why you can't just get a lot more, get catalogs or something, because you're not storing anything. You don't have any product. You got to rep a lot more selections, I think. And I would think that a person is buying a product like that, you would want to touch it. You want to see it, feel it. Doing it online, it's got to be a challenge. So she needs to spend a couple of months just going to other people who are doing this thing online and see what they're doing good and what they're doing bad. And then dress it up so we don't know that you stole that information as well, but you've learned from that information. Don't just pop on here and all of a sudden now you the wig woman and you a business. Oh, I'm in business. Oh, they hate me because I'm in business. Girl, you're not in business. You turn a profit, in my opinion. Trump's this live speed, please. Oh, thumbs up this live. I thought it said Trump. Hey, Nicole, thumbs up this live, please. She ain't gonna start up my. We don't know what the hell's going on over there. She done went to 50,000 that we can count on our own hands, right? We can count up to 550,000. She done went through. So far, we haven't seen anything she's done with the money. She won't even show us the car. Is that a new car? We saw the little piece of furniture she had in there, but we don't know what the hell she done with all that much money. Unless you want to count the bayay. Now, some people say, oh, you never saw her actually do the bayay. No one ever saw me do it either, baby. And I did it for 17 years. Why would you come on and let you see them smoking crack? Now, if she comes up with a whole different story tomorrow, you pay attention, people. What goes up? She's all high, all hyper and all that, right? But it comes down. Must come down. Spinning wheels, spinning around. Just dream with, oh, dream weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Dream weaver. Dream weaving behind the throne. She could have 5. Do your wig come with scab? Yes. Have that as like a gift thing. Here's a bottle of salve for you. You put the wig on, right? It's like a man who has a barbershop. Doesn't cut so good, right? So he gives you a barbershop, but he also sells hats. Don't worry about it, bro. It'll grow back in a couple of weeks. You used to love that song? I just closed my eyes again. Climbed aboard the Green Weaver train. Take me away to the dark side of the moon. Oh, Dream Weaver. I loved it too. I got to start, I don't listen to music. I got to go start listening to some old music, honey. They're all on here, right? If they don't have the videos, because they didn't do a lot much video back 60s and 70s, but they have the music. They'll just have it with the cover of there, just the audio. All right, daughters, I just wanted to react to the latest. Don't fear, people. This story will switch. Someone else, Andrew, will come on here and throw himself in traffic or something. We'll be talking about something totally different soon, right? So let this woman have her moment. We're talking about the fire monster right now. It will pass. Trust me. I've seen him do it. How do you know it's real? I've seen him do it, honey. Okay, guys. Have a good night. God bless you. Happy New Year. And go and see, do we have a majority? I don't know. I think that we won't have an actual count until tomorrow or the next day in Georgia. I believe the Democrats are ahead right now, but the Republicans are closing in because they tend to vote live on vote day. So we got to see. I only checked it a few hours ago. I got to check it again. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Talk to you later.